Hi Scorpio, this is Eileen with your November 2019 Psychic Tarot Card reading. And happy birthday to all of you Scorpios. I know some of you have your birthday in November. Others have had their birthdays in October. So I wish you all a happy birthday. Let's see what you're doing this month. Let's see, you're starting out with the Judgment card. And this is a major arcana destiny card. Oh, and by the way, this is a general reading, so some of these cards may resonate with you while others do not. If I'm doing a private reading, then I'm just focusing in on your circumstances. And I am reading the meanings of the cards as well as tuning in on a psychic level. Now, the Judgment card, this is talking about a renewal. Judgment is like karma. What you put out, you get back. And so what Judgment is saying is that for those of you who have been working hard, just trying to live a good life and do the right thing, and you've had the rug pulled out from under you, you've had your share of challenges and difficult times, because I'm feeling quite a few of you have, is what I'm feeling like. I'm feeling a lot of you have had a lot of challenges you've had to deal with, a lot of negativity. Situations dealing with other people, maybe in the workplace or with some other situation in business or something, possibly family, but I'm getting a lot of business or work-related things or money-related maybe. And Judgment is saying what goes around comes around. If you've been doing good, putting out good energy out there and just trying to do the best you can, and somehow either you've been cheated, you've been mistreated by others, or somehow the rug's gotten pulled out from under you from even for whatever the reason, there's a renewal for you. It's time for a rebirth, a renewal, rising from the ashes. And so this is a good omen for a lot of you Scorpios to start fresh, to have a new beginning where you can pull yourself up, pick yourself up and move forward and leave the unwanted past behind. Whatever has been a difficult situation for you or has caused you, whether it's relationships or some other situation, work or money, it's time to move on from that. Even if you're still locked into it in some way at the moment, that it's time to start extricating yourself and making a better plan for yourself, a new plan. And what you have alongside, which I like, is the Nine of Cups, celebrating your life, celebrating all the good that you have, all of your prosperity, all of the love, prosperity, whether it's just enjoying yourself, enjoying being with your friends or family, or just enjoying yourself on your own and just celebrating your life every day. The more you do that, though, the more you will attract abundance and prosperity to you. So it's a good way to live, to stop and smell the roses here and there, enjoy what you do have, and be grateful for all the good you have in your life. And that's what it's looking like here. And also this Nine of Cups card is known as the Wish card. So I am feeling some of you Scorpios do have a big wish coming true. That's what I'm feeling here for a number of you, that there's something that's really been strong on your mind that you really want. And I'm feeling for some of you that it's more of some way of life for you. It's not necessarily a particular love interest that you really want and they're being elusive. I don't mean that. What I'm tuning into is something that a number of you have been focused on that's really important in the way you live your life. It could be a home, an environment that you want to live in. It could be a new job. It just feels like something concrete like that, something solid in the way of either a job or a home. Maybe it's a car, maybe it's a certain income that you've been working towards getting to and achieving. And I'm feeling that for a number of you, your wish comes true. It's like you've been working for it, focusing on it. I'm getting this focus, like you've had your eyes on it. You've had like your eyes on the prize, you know, and your mind on it. Like, this should be mine. I should be living this way. I'm feeling for a number of you, you're getting that wish, but it's because you've been laying the foundation to get it. You've been pushing yourself and moving yourself forward. But overall, and then for those of you, I always recommend people learn about the law of attraction, because what you think about, you attract. So you want to think about good things that make you happy and prosperous and grateful for all the good in your life, and then the universe will deliver more of that to you. So you want to try not to focus on the negative things that could be going on. You know, deal with them. You got to deal with things that, as they come up, of course, and get them resolved the best you can, but then keep focusing on your intentions and on what you want. And that will help the universe to bring those things to you. And that's what I'm feeling a number of you have been doing. And it's like, good, I'm here. I'm getting there now. I'm making that progress. Even if you're not all the way there, you know you're making progress and you're happy about it and pleased about it. So that's what I'm getting really strong for a number of you Scorpios. So that's a good card. I'm getting a lot of good, positive, strong energy from that. And it's good alongside of the Judgment card, because the Judgment is saying it's time to rise from the ashes. Whatever you've been through, whatever challenges and hard times and hardships that you've had, it's time for those of you who have really been focusing on this and making it your intention to succeed and get your life more the way you want it. It's like the universe is on your side. That energy is on your side. So I just get so much good energy, especially from that Nine of Cups. Really good. Next card you have is Three of Swords. Three of Swords is about some kind of betrayal that some of you might experience or that you've been experiencing. Some of this could be romance. Some of it could be with supposed friends or people that you thought were your friends that have not lived up to expectations. It's like they've, and you know this, you see it now. It's not any big surprise. You're not in the dark about this issue. In some cases, it could be even relatives. I mean, it could be neighbors, people at work, some people at work that were acting all friendly to you, and then you've become, it's like over a period of time, whoever this applies to, you started realizing that these people were not what you thought they were, not what they were pretending to be. They were putting up a facade and acting like they really like you. They might even still be trying to do that, some of them. But you know better now. I've got to get a drink of water. You're in a strong position here. They feel like they're in the weak position. And they know you're on to them. I feel like for a number of you Scorpios, whatever this scenario is, whether it's a person or some kind of personal relationships with, could be romance, romantic partner, whatever, or friends, or if it's people at work who are pretending to be your friend, you're on to them now. It's no big secret. It's no big surprise. You've just, Scorpios are very intuitive and have a very strong mind. You can really focus on whatever it is you want or whatever subject you really have this kind of sharp focusing ability, like a laser sharp. And so, plus the intuition. And so there's a lot of intelligence there combined with the intuition and the sharp focusing skill. And you have just been basically adding things up over time with these people that have betrayed you in some way. So it's just obvious to you. It's obvious. You didn't need somebody even to tell you about it. You saw it in those people. Your feelings told you. Your common sense, your judgment told you. You saw it in their behaviors around you. You know that if they're acting nice and friendly to you now, they're being phony because they're just trying to put up that little front that maybe in the beginning was working, but it's not now. So I'm not getting a lot of heartbreak here. I'm getting more like a no-nonsense attitude, like, okay, I've had enough of this. I'm not even wasting my time or attention with these people. If I've got to deal with them, I will, but they're not my friend, whoever they are, you know. Okay. And again, it's general reading. This card may resonate with some and not with others. Next card you have is the Ten of Wands. And Ten of Wands, this is about Wands typically relate to the area of work and progress, action. Ten of Wands is saying that a lot of you Scorpios could be really feeling overworked and overburdened in November. However, I don't feel like this is anything new necessarily. I feel like you've been working really hard anyway, and you know, sometimes you might have to work harder and put in more hours than others, or maybe you're working and going to school. Some of you might be working 2 jobs, or you might be working and putting in a full day of work at your job and then going home, and you've got more responsibilities at home to deal with. And I'm feeling for a number of you, you've got your job that keeps you very busy. You work hard at your job, and you've got something else you're having to juggle right now. There's some additional things you're having to deal with. It might be with some kind of paperwork you got to do. Something else that you're trying to work out at the same time, maybe having to do with your personal life, maybe it's work related, whatever it is. This might be like 1 or 2 people I'm tuning in for this particular situation, that altogether it's keeping you feeling a little bit, you know, overburdened there. But in general, this is a card of you know, needing to step outside of your situation and look at it objectively and see if there's a place where you might be able to delegate some of your responsibilities, whether it's in the workplace or at home. I am feeling a lot of heavy burdens with work. That's what I'm feeling, and maybe for a number of you work in school or something like that. So, but you're very strong. You're going to get where you need to go. You're not giving up. But sometimes it's like, oh, am I closer? Am I closer to my goal? Whatever. And but you just keep going. You're just going to keep going. But it would be good if you can take a rest here and there, or delegate some of those responsibilities. Give yourself a break here and there in some way. Next card you have is the 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups is like being in a kind of a dreamy state. And the cups typically do relate to romance and love and feelings, emotions, that type of thing. 7 of Cups is saying that you might be looking at prospective romantic partners, at different people, and wondering if this person could be the right one, or maybe that person's the right one. You might even have a tendency to be a little too dreamy and assign better traits and qualities to certain individuals based on their looks or appearance than what they might actually possess. So the advice with this card is try to be as realistic as you can, because you know you don't want to set yourself up to be let down. So it's best, if you're looking at potential romantic partners, to take your time and get to know those people as well as you can before you assume too many good qualities about them, because people can act one way, and then as the months are going by, you start seeing a whole different side to them. And I do feel some of you are going to be really enjoying your love life in the month of November, that you're going to be pleased and happy with whoever you're with. It could be somebody you've already been dating and that you're involved with. I just feel a sense of love for some of you. Or it could be somebody new that you meet. I do feel some real love for some of you. And for others, I do feel like there's going to be, I feel like for some of you, you're going to be doing pretty well financially, even though that's not what this card means, but you are going to be doing pretty well financially in the month of November, and just enjoying yourself in your social life, in socializing and dating, and feeling good and feeling like you have money to spend, and it's a good feeling, and just feeling upbeat and bubbly, and you know, which is nice for the holiday season anyway. So overall, you know, the advice though is to be as realistic as you can about people with that card. Next card you have is the 7 of Pentacles. And Pentacles, this is relating to your financial stability. And so for a number of you Scorpios, you've been working hard, laying your foundation. You planted your seeds. You're watching them grow and develop into fruition. And but your fruit is not quite ready to be picked yet. Your coins on the tree. But you're waiting, you're being patient, which is nice. And so maybe you're managing to save some money, but you're continuing to cultivate your crops, and if that's the right terminology, and you're working hard, and just being patient because you know you have plans for your future. You want to be secure. You want to be prosperous, but you don't need to be out spending all your money at one time. You're conscious of being sensible about whatever you do have and trying to have some savings, while at the same time looking towards your future and planning your future. So this is good. You're making progress. You're laying a good solid foundation for yourself, so that's good. And again, I definitely always recommend that you learn about the law of attraction, especially if you're not feeling prosperous at this time, because the more you think and feel, that it's the feelings you send out into the universe. If you're feeling prosperous and feeling successful and like confident, like you're going to accomplish your goals and your dreams, you're opening the doors to the universe to bring about those conditions for you. Next card you have is the Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Swords is about feeling restricted and feeling like you don't know what you can do, like you're tied down, you're held back in some way in your life. I am getting relationship issues here with this card, like in the way of maybe some personal relationship matters. I feel like for some, and I mean, this could be a work situation for some of you where you feel like you're trapped and stuck in some work environment and you don't know how you're going to get out of it because you don't feel strong. You don't feel strong in the way of having something else to go to. And I'm feeling if this is a work situation that some of the people around you have kind of a hard, almost hostile attitude toward you. A hard, maybe not outright hostile, but a hard, tough attitude. Like they're not accepting you. You know, they may not be actually attacking you in some way, but they have this hardened kind of attitude, like they're not accepting you, like somehow you're not up to their standards. You're not good enough. That type of thing. That's what I'm getting for some of you. And now this could, same scenario could take place in a personal situation and personal relationships. But that's the overall sense I'm getting, because there's different scenarios for different people. And I feel like you haven't, the feeling and sense I'm getting is that you haven't done anything to these people. You have not done anything wrong that I can interpret here. I'm just not getting it. I feel like you don't come across like you have that hard, tough attitude like they do. And it's like they know you're different from them, and so they're not accepting you. And they know you're not hard, this hard character like they are, and that gives them all the more, it's almost like they interpret that you're not acting all hard and tough like they are. They interpret your more, normal behavior as being weak, as weakness. And you're feeling sensitive about all this. You're feeling pretty sensitive. And because I'm getting different scenarios for different people. So for some of you, this could be in the workplace, that people are just treating you, even if they don't come out and say harsh things to you very often, they might look at you with this mean look in their eyes, or they might treat you like whatever you're doing, it's not good enough, or there's something wrong about your attitude, about who you are or what you represent, because you're not like them. And it's just wanting, they have a lot of ego, and they want to be able to put you down and feel like they're above you. That's what it is. They want to feel like they're above you. They're superior to you in some way or another. So they've just got this hostile, egotistical way about them. And so I'm feeling for some of you, this could be in the workplace. For others of you, it could be in some kind of family situation with family members or in-laws or whatever, that type of thing. Some of you, it could be, I'm feeling personal relationships. I started saying that to begin with, that this has to do with a personal relationship. Maybe you're involved with someone who's like that, and maybe their family acts that way, or their friends, or something. It could even be neighbors. It could be some living arrangement. And you just feel restricted, like you don't know what to do about this situation. But if you look closely, she's got a blindfold on. She's got a chain that's just kind of draping on her wrist. The swords are not poking in her. One of them's poking her gown. But she can let herself go free if she wants. So the advice of this card is take back your power. Feel the confidence and inner strength that's innate inside of you. And just make your plans to extricate yourself from this situation. If it's a job, maybe you need to start looking for another job, because this is no way to have to go to work every day. This is way too intense if this is where you're going to work. And if it's some family situation, you need to find a way of kind of detaching and not being quite so close if it's family members acting this way to you. Or if it's someone you're in a romantic relationship with and that person plus their family or friends are acting that way towards you, well, I think that's a big red flag right there. But because what kind of relationship is that, you know? So the advice is just really take back your power, make up your mind. You're going to live a good, happy life. And if it means extricating yourself from that situation and moving on, then just start making your plans. It might take time to actually put it in action. If you got a job, might have to go line up another job, or if it's a place to live or whatever, you got to just make your plans. But don't I guess what I'm trying to say is refuse to accept that as a way of life, because that just hurts your self-esteem and makes you feel like you're weak. You know, when you're independent, then you start feeling stronger and more independent. And here you go right next to this. Look, you got the Magician card. This is another major arcana destiny card. And the Magician is saying you have everything inside of you to create the magic you want in your life, to create your own ideal vision of your life. What's ideal for you to live? Everybody's an individual. Everybody's got their own ideas about what makes a good, happy, prosperous life that they can enjoy being in. And right alongside this card, I mean, to me, that's just really emphasizing to you that whoever is going through this, again, it's not for everybody, it's a general reading. The Magician card is saying you've got it inside of yourself. You've got what it takes. You've got all the inner resources to create the magic and to create the change, to create your life the way you want it. You really have to focus, though. You can't just say, I'm going to have this, or I want that, or whatever, or say a few prayers or whatever. I mean, you've got to really make it your intention, make a plan for yourself, and start taking action step by step, laying the groundwork. You have to embrace it in your thoughts and your feelings. Start feeling that life you want to live. Feel like it's already taking place. Feel like you're already connected to it. I think that's what I want to say. Like whatever you're dealing with now, because you got to keep dealing with whatever your reality is today and tomorrow and whatever. But while doing that, start identifying with whatever is your ideal reality in the workplace, in your relationships, your home environment, your living arrangement. Start having a clear, get the feeling. You have to step into that feeling of how good it would feel living this other way of life. And you have to, what I would recommend is do the best you can to start feeling like, even if you can start imagining that you're halfway, you got 1 foot in your new life while having 1 foot in your old existent life, okay? That the old way of living is really the past that you're still stepping out of as you're stepping into your new and improved way of life, where you feel confident and in control of your life and prosperous and happy on a personal level and financially and business-wise and spiritually, where you feel you're just rising in your life. If you can start getting a feeling for connecting, that you're connected with it, and because you got to, I mean, we transition back and forth in our thoughts and feelings throughout the day. You know, something upsetting happens. Oh, we're all focused on that and dealing with that and stressed out. but then you get back on track, you know, or some other thing you got to be dealing with. That's just part of what's happening right now, and it, you know, which may not feel that good. So you got to deal with that and then get back into that feeling of how you want your life and picturing it, even if it's just a little brief image of something that gives you that feeling. Because the more you have that feeling and send it out into the universe and you're radiating that feeling, it helps it to come about. And the more you can feel like you could just, like you're connected to it, like it's partly here already, you're going to start making that magic take place in your life. And that Magician card is just summing it up right there. Next card you have is the Page of Cups. And cups do relate to the water signs of Pisces and Cancer. And, why am I forgetting the other water sign? Pisces, Cancer, and, Scorpio. Scorpio. I'm not an astrologer. I never said I was an astrologer. I'm a psychic. My moon is even in Scorpio. I'm on the cusp of Pisces, so I know I got water in me too. Anyway, maybe I'm just absent-minded today. Okay, Page of Cups, representing the water signs, emotions, and feelings, love. And the Page of Cups is talking about some kind of good news, typically having to do with feelings or emotions or love. So some of you Scorpios might actually get news of a wedding or a birth, or maybe somebody's having an anniversary or an anniversary party or that type of thing. Some of you might actually even receive receive a proposal, maybe a proposal of marriage. There's just different scenarios for different people, but at least it's good news. Something good news for you relating to the emotions, to feelings, to love, that type of thing, family. And now also the Page of Cups, the pages as a person, that usually represents someone kind of young. And so maybe in their 20s, maybe 30ish. So if you're single and looking to meet someone, this could possibly represent a new love interest that comes your way in the month of November. And this person, and they might be of one of the water signs or have a lot of that in their chart. Now, this person is not going to be real pushy about it. They might even be a little bit shy or whatever. I feel like this person's going to be find you very attractive, and they're going to want to get acquainted, but they're going to be cautious about it because they're not going to know if you're even noticing them one way or another. They're going to have the impression that you don't notice them too much. It could be somebody at work. It could be if you're a student, maybe another student at school, or maybe someone who's around in your social life somewhere where you socialize with your friends. It could be anything like that. Now, also, this could just be a new friend that comes into your life, but there's someone nice, you know, they're pleasant and sensitive, you know, they have the traits of a water sign, so sensitive, compassionate, and pretty down to earth, creative. The water signs can be very, very creative. So I feel like this person possesses some of those kind of traits also. So, okay, and then let's see. Last card you have is Seven of Swords. And Seven of Swords is, oh, this is noisy. I don't even know how to quiet this phone here. Seven of Swords is saying that someone could be trying to cheat you in the month of November. They might be trying to cheat you in one way at work. It could be in some work situation that someone is trying to take advantage, maybe undermine you in one way or another, maybe claim credit for your ideas. I'm feeling like, well, since, again, Scorpios are very intuitive. I'm feeling like this, it's kind of obvious to you, this person. So, hold on, let me get this. Hello? Yes, I'm in the middle of a video right now. Okay, bye. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay, so Seven of Swords. This person could be, this could be in business, could be work related. It could be in your personal life too. I do feel like this person, for a number of you, is around you in your personal life. And so, but I feel like for those of you who have this Seven of Swords energy, that you know, you recognize this person now. Now, and for some of you, you may not even know them very well, but you're suspicious of them. That's what I feel like. But you're using your intuition. You just have a bad feeling about them. That's what I'm getting for a number of you Scorpios that know who I'm talking about. Like you have had a negative impression of this person anyway, and your intuition is correct. You know, whether you have any proof of it or not, it's like you just have looked at that person. It's like, I don't know, something's not adding up. I don't trust that person, which is good, because the more you use your intuition, the more you save yourself from getting burned by people like this. But now some of you, maybe the person's already stolen something from you or cheated you in one way or another. And for some Scorpios, this could have to do with like a romantic relationship that you've been in with someone, and they have been very dishonest with you. And maybe in the beginning, they were trying to pretend they were a lot more than they were, and they ended up cheating you in one way or another, or being very dishonest. Whatever it is, I do feel they're on their way out. This person lives their life like that. They don't care. They've been that way for years. That's just the way they live. But overall, I feel like they're on the way out, and you know, you kind of recognize them. So overall, for those of you that have that energy around you, it's like, you know, good riddance. Okay, be gone, you know. You know, I feel like overall, you know, you're done with them. Okay, this I've been using. This is the Gilded Tarot by Ciro Marchetti. And let's see what I want to do now. I want to pick one card from the Magical Mermaid and Dolphin deck. And let's see. Okay. And if you like my videos, be sure and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell when you do that, so that you'll be notified when I post new videos. Also, you might want to check your rising and moon signs, because those might have messages or insights that resonate with you. If you're born on the cusp of another sign, you might want to check that sign's video to see if something resonates with you. So, let's see, I know I'm on the cusp. I'm an Aries on the cusp of Pisces. So, so sometimes in some ways I associate with some of the Piscean traits, but mostly the Aries traits. So it depends on what you identify with, what seems to resonate with you the most. And then your rising and moon signs are very important. I know my moon sign is in Scorpio, and so I do identify with a lot of the Scorpion traits and my emotions and things like that. And that might be what helps my intuition too. So let's see. Okay. All right, so Mermaids and Dolphins, what is your message for Scorpio for the month of November? Hey, I like this. Okay, dream big. Let go of small thoughts about yourself. See yourself succeeding. Great message. I like that. Dream big. Let go of small thoughts about yourself. See yourself succeeding. That totally ties in with this reading. I love that card. That's a great message. Okay. Next, I'm going to pick one card from the Fairy Tarot deck. Fairy Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue, and I think Radleigh Valentine's on there too. Okay, so what's your message for Scorpio for the month of November? Scorpio. Okay, what is your message for Scorpio for November? Okay, span these out. Okay, let's see. Oh, I like this one. This says 3 of Summer. Newsworthy celebrating. Oh, I like newsworth celebrating. Announcements such as weddings, graduations, or births. Friends you cherish. Hey, that ties in with the, what was that here? The Page of Cups. I love that. Three of Swords. This is such a cute scene with the fairy splashing in the water. I really like that one. Look. It's like a little blue or purple looking bikini almost with her big fairy wings. That is so cute. Okay. News worth celebrating. Announcements such as weddings, graduations, or births. Friends you cherish. So that's a nice message. I like that. That's uplifting. Okay. And then last but not least, I'll pick one card from Messages from Your Angels by Doreen Virtue. Okay. So angels, what is your message for Scorpio for November? What's your message for Scorpio for November? Scorpio. What's your message for Scorpio? Okay, let me see. Okay, this is Angel Isabella. Yes, the timing is right for this new venture. A happy outcome follows your positive expectations. I love it. Angel Isabella. Yes, the timing is right for this new venture. A happy outcome follows your positive expectations. Great message to end on. And those tie in with the reading. So it's just further confirmation. Okay, well, happy birthday again to all you Scorpios, whether belated or current. Happy birthday to everyone. And let's see, be sure and check your rising moon signs. Feel free to leave your comments. I welcome your comments. If anyone would like a private reading, my rates and contact info are listed below. And have a wonderful November. Thank you for watching my video.